Well, for many people, the cold, clear days of winter bring uncomfortable dryness to their skin. For some, the problem leads to far worse issues. Here to help us deal with our winter skin before it becomes a problem, welcome Dr. Melanie Palm with Art of Skin MD. Good morning, Dr. Palm.
Good morning, Brooke.
Okay, so there are a lot of things we need to know about picking out the right moisturizers and rejuvenating the skin. Let's start here with some of the things that you brought for us.
Yeah, so normally a lot of the things that I love for anti-aging and rejuvenation you don't necessarily want to use during the winter time. So things like tretinoin, retin-A, retinoids, glycolic products, you may not use them as frequently. So maybe not every night, but every third night, or mix it down with a moisturizer while you're using it.
Those are products used for treating acne and other skin conditions?
Acne as well as anti-aging. Builds collagen, helps fine lines, pigmentation, all good stuff.
Okay, so some of that you might want to stay away from or mix it with something else?
Exactly. Cut it down a little bit because we're dealing with lower temperatures and lower overall humidity levels.
Okay. What are some of the things that we want to stay away from when choosing a moisturizer and actually find in choosing our moisturizer?
Yeah, I think as the temperature gets colder, what you want to look for is sort of thicker creams. So things that are thick creams rather than lotions or gels, or things that contain ingredients like petrolatum or something called ceramides, which are natural fats, cholesterol derived, that normally are in our skin, but during winter months or if you have eczema, they're depleted. So we're trying to give them back.
Okay, so what do we have here? Talk a little bit about what you've brought.
Yeah, we kind of went over some of the rejuvenation products, and we want to talk about hydration. That's so important.
Absolutely.
So if you're dealing with it, you have dry skin just naturally, you might consider bringing a humidifier into the home. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water so you're hydrated and keeping lips from being chapped and your skin from being dry. If you are traveling, I love something called a thermal spray. There's a brand called Aven, which makes a mineral-based one. It helps with redness. And then there are several, moisturizers and washes. If you're using a sudsy wash, you might consider using like a milky sort of lotion instead. And so this line carries some, as well as good moisturizing creams that help with irritation. Looking for things like niacinamide. Cut inflammation is a good thing to look for in some of your facial moisturizers.
Okay, a different topic, but somewhat related. You just talked about traveling and moisturizing. We also want to consider the stress on the body in traveling and sitting for long periods of time. So for that, you have this.
Yeah, so long car rides or airplane flights, you want to get up a little bit frequently, take breaks, get your calf muscles going. And if you have varicose veins or leg telangiectasias, vessels, you might consider wearing compression stockings. You can get a doctor to write you a prescription. I've brought the heavy-duty ones that we use when we're doing leg vein treatment and have patients wearing them. But it's so important because if you do have varicose veins, you are at a risk of getting a blood clot if you're having to sit for long periods of time, especially at altitude if you're on a flight.
Okay, so even if you don't have varicose veins, a compression stocking is something that you could wear that would be beneficial anyway.
Absolutely. You know, when I travel, I always wear these guys. It cuts down
legs.
It cuts down on swelling if you ever get swelling afterwards, or achiness. I'm on my feet a lot in clinic, so I actually wear these every day of my life. So if it runs in the family, it's more common in women, but can happen in guys. Think about it. There are even trouser socks for men that you can wear while traveling.
Okay, if she's doing it, I'm doing it because she looks beautiful. So thank you so much for bringing all of this to us. We're going to actually have you back on the 10 p.m. show tonight, talk a little bit more about it, but obviously an important topic right now with the dry and colder weather. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, for more information, you can go to our website, San Diego.